And there's a shot earlier of the Rockets preparing for action. It's the land of mission control, Houston, Texas, where the Rockets are ready to engage in an interconference showdown. A quick check now for starting five for both teams. And guys, taking a look at Kyrie Irving, what do you think we'll see from him today?
You know, the thing about Irving is that he's got great pace to his game. Kevin, he comes down the lane. It looks like he's in slow motion, but he's really not. He's just collected, he's poised, and he's got really strong legs, so he can get wherever he wants to go.
Yeah, and even if he gets clipped while up in the air, Kyrie can go on and finish anyway. He's deceptively strong and really has a great IQ. You just don't see that kind of composure from a player who's as young as he is.
Cleveland is working their way through a road trip going into today's game. They're one of the most dangerous teams in the NBA right now. No question, they've won 7 of their last 8.
Evan, this team has really actually come out of nowhere to impress everybody with how they played thus far.
And there really was no reason for them to be on anybody's radar coming into this season. When you looked at this club on paper, they didn't look like much, but they played with great passion and they're playing well together.
That's good. Howard's got the first points up on the board tonight here for the Rockets.
Tell you what, you've got to give the Houston Rockets a lot of credit, guys. After losing their franchise players to injury and age back in 09, they managed to rebuild this team without tanking for lottery picks or going all the way to the bottom of the heap. Very impressive. Tell you what, he's not an easy guy to stop when he's got his sight on the rim.
Never has been, never will be. He is a determined finisher.
And I love how he goes with that one-hand tomahawk slam. Beautiful.
Now here's Brooks. Pass to Harden. Back to Brooks. There's the 3. That's good. Brooks has got himself on the board with 3 there. And for the Rockets, they've been very shrewd acquiring undervalued players, trading for draft picks. Steve, all in the hopes of swinging big trades for superstars.
Well, and then when they acquired James Harden, they finally got a cornerstone player. Now all of a sudden you throw in Dwight Howard, you've got another foundational player. So all these years of tinkering and trading and moving picks and moving players, it's finally paid off, and now he's got the team he was hoping to put together. Great job taking it right at the defense. I like the aggressiveness.
Yeah, he left him no choice but to foul there.
The first free throw is good. Both free throws good from Ryan.
Well, you kind of expect that from him. You pretty much know what the result's going to be when he goes to the line.
Now let's send it over to Doris Burke, who was able to talk with Kevin McHale.
He'll be facing one of the towering post presences of the game in Andrew Bynum. Coach said, you know he's getting so much more aggressive looking for his shot inside. He can finish right over the top of you. As with any big guy like him, it starts with getting a low base and trying to keep him out as far as you can. Then offensively, you've got to be ready to drop it off when he rotates to block the shot. Guys will see if they can make the right adjustments.
All right, Doris. Houston's gone 1 of 2 from long range in the first quarter. Harden kicks to Brooks. Houston moving it around. Harden outside. From past the arc. That one goes. Harden's got himself going with the triple, his first basket of the game.
Dwight Howard is a 3-time Defensive Player of the Year. You know, when he's healthy, he can really anchor a defense inside with his rebounding and shot blocking. A real force in the paint.
Here's Ryan. Once again off the mark by Cleveland.
Kind of rare to see him come up empty on a wide open look.
Brooks with it. Now defended by Bennett. Here's Harden. And a foul on the shot. He'll go to the stripe for 2. That's on Anthony Bennett. And Clark, I know for Howard, you said when he's right. But the last few seasons, Steve, I think that's become an issue. Injuries have been a problem.
For sure, his production has waned. He had the disc issue in his back that numbed out one of his legs last year, had to have back surgery. So, you know, you think about everything else, the torn labrum in his shoulder. He's taken a pounding over the years. Not a good foul shooter, so people really hit him hard and force him to the line. You wonder if maybe that has something to do with the injuries.
Now, here is Irving. 14 points from him the last game against the Knicks in New York. Jay, defended by Parsons. Here's Ryan. So he gets the whistle. Contact on the way up and 2 shots coming up. With a break in the action, let's now bring up the 2K leaderboard to look at the league's top scorers over the past 10 games. Well, you look at Jay, leading the league in points per game. Such a great player.
Kevin, you know, the season is 82 games long, and anything can happen. But I tell you what, if he keeps scoring like this, the rest of the season is going to look very good for his ball club.
First one falls for him.
Come on, you're gonna miss it.
Both free throws good from Ryan. Just over 2.5 minutes played here so far in the first quarter. Harden gets a screen from Howard. Harden the pass to Howard. Bynum with the steal. Ryan guarded by Harden. The shot's good from Ryan. Jay's got 9 points.
He's so reliable. And, you know, his offense seems to be consistently there for this team.
Brooks dishes to Harden. Harden right side. Passes it to Howard. Just time to shoot. Brooks misses. For the Houston Rockets, they come in off a good outing against the Mavericks in Dallas.
And you know what was most impressive? They wasted very few possessions in that game. They ran their offense close to perfection.
That's what we call a mute button game in front of a hostile crowd. They never let the fans get into it. Had them on their hands the whole time.
First free throw is good. Jeremy Lin, he's checked in for the Rockets. And both free throws good for Waiters. And first quarter, we're about 3.5 minutes in. Dishes to Howard. Brooks outside. Back to Howard. Feeds to Brooks. Outside, Lin. Parsons outside. 6 to shoot. From 6 feet. Lin. Whoops, here's the 24-second shot clock violation, so they'll turn it over.
And look now statistically over the last month for the Rockets. 3rd in scoring, 5th in rebounding. And they also show up as a top 5 three-point shooting team. I mean, that's tall cotton there. Elite level marksmanship from behind the arc.
And Clark, you talked about the offense, and what makes that stat so impressive is that they really get after it offensively in terms of setting screens and making sharp cuts to the hoop. They become a very difficult team to guard.
Fine the pass to Irving. Fires the three. Good on the shot. Irving's got his first 3 points of the game.
I like the offensive awareness to exploit that lack of coverage on that play.
Already it's February. Hard to believe. Let's see how the West is matching up. Taking a look at Oklahoma City. And not a surprise, really, to see them sitting there in the #1 spot in the conference. The excellent brand of basketball they've been putting on display lately has been terrific. Of course, there's the Rockets. They're much further down in the standings right now.
Right now for the Rockets, they just haven't shown the kind of toughness and resilience I expected to see from them this year. Whenever they face some adversity, they haven't been able to fight through it.
Which is really the difference between good teams and great teams, Clark. There's always going to be adversity for everybody. It's how you fight through it that really defines who you are as a team.
Bynum with the steal. Throws it up high and out of bounds as the Rockets gain possession.
That's not what they needed there, that's for sure.
Here's Lin looking for his first basket still in this one. The pass to Usher. Power down with both hands. Stupendous rush to the rim and a mighty slam on the end of it.
But through the teeth of some pretty soft D. I can't help but say that.
Well, let's see how that impacts things here, because those kinds of plays sometimes can be game changers on both sides.
And the Cavaliers with possession here. Following the score by Houston. Bennett rejected by Usher. Lin with it. Now guarded by Ron. Lin kicks to Parsons. He feeds it to Brooks. Down to 5 on the shot clock. The dish to Howard. He goes straight to the defender for the dunk. Draws the foul. He'll go to the line. It's on Andrew Bynum.
Boy, he just battled through that initial impact and somehow willed it in.
Excellent concentration. That's what you like to see.
And the Cavaliers making a change here. Verjau's checked in.
You know, there are very few players in the NBA who can dominate just with their athleticism, but that's what Dwight Howard does. He's not a really skilled guy in terms of passing and shooting, but when he's healthy, there's no one in the NBA who can match him physically in what he does on the defensive end of the floor.
Shot's good by Waiters. Houston's gone 2 of 4 from beyond the arc to start the game. Brooks kicks to Lynn. Back to Brooks. And some nice passing there by Houston. Lynn dishes to Brooks. The feed to Lynn. Brooks beyond the arc. They'll get another chance. Parsons passes to Howard. The shot goes in as the ref calls the blocking foul. He's on his way to the free throw line.
You know, with that much of a height advantage, that's exactly what you should do. Take it straight to the rim.
And Steve, you talked about Howard. I think you can make a case pretty easily that he's the most athletic center in league history. Not just now, but overall in the NBA. When you talked about Clark, you know, his combination of size and explosiveness.
The list is short when you talk about guys of his size with his athleticism, so he clearly is in the conversation. You talk about a 38 to 39-inch vertical and the way he's put together and built. I can't think of another center his size who jump like that.
And the shot is good.
Very well executed pick to give him all kinds of space to get that one off.
Brooks up on top, covered by Irving. Here's Jones. That drops and it comes off an assist from Brooks. Jones has got his first points of the night. Stolen by Brooks.
His touch has disappeared on him this quarter. He just hasn't been able to get it going.
Irving with it. Guarded now by Aaron Brooks. Back to Irving. Kicks to Verjau. And that one goes long.
He had a defender draped all over. Not really the best shot there.
Well, not the shot you hope for when it's well contested like that.
Now here's Lynn. He hasn't yet put up any points in this one. A different look now for Cleveland. Clark comes in for Bennett. And a little under 2.5 minutes gone by here in the second quarter. And so in the game for the Cavaliers, Ryan in at shooting guard. Alonzo G is out there with Anderson Verjau. Then there's Andrew Bynum. And it's Irving in at the point. Here's Lynn. Somehow ignores the tight D and gets the layup.
He's one of the best in the league at that. Even with just a tiny sliver, he always seems to find a way to get it up and in.
Now let's go to Doris Burke. Doris.
Hey, Kevin, Jay in that last game against the Knicks, boy, was he tremendous. He had 46 points, and he also did his work on the backboards, rounding it off with some stellar defensive play as well. What a show it was as he put up some really amazing numbers when it was all said and done. Even we marveled at his performance, Kevin.
All right, Doris, thank you. It really was a stunning performance, Clark. He was at his absolute best in this game.
Yeah, and the only thing about having a game like that, Kevin, is that it's almost impossible to duplicate it here tonight.
Well, nobody's expecting that, Clark, and they don't need him to do that. If he's even half as good as he was that night, it should be enough.
Cannon kicks to Harden. Right side, Lynn lets it go from deep. And it's rebounded by Anderson Verjau. Verjau's got his 5th rebound in this one. Irving drives in, trying to get back on track. And that's 2 points on the layup. And 11 points for Jay.
Well, the number one priority for a defense when you face this guy is to keep him getting anywhere from the basket because he's just so strong as a finisher.
And I know nothing fires him up more than a huge jam right in the face of an opponent. I mean, those facials get him going. Don't discount how that can deflate the defender and the other team, too.
Here's Lynn after the made shot from Ryan. From deep, Harden. The Cavaliers pull it in. Verjau's got 6 rebounds now in the game. A tough loss coming against New York in their last game played.
I didn't like the defensive game plan they had going into that one. It just seemed out of whack. The matchups were wrong, and they didn't bring the energy necessary either.
You know, it was befuddling to me why they stuck with that, Steve. I mean, they dug themselves a hole, and then they didn't make the changes they should have to get out of it. Didn't make any good adjustments there.
Both free throws good from Ryan. The Rockets have gone 3 of 8 from the field since the beginning of the second quarter. Howard with the screen on Irving. Here's Cannon. Loses his man off the screen and lays it up and in. Cannon's got 5 now.
Ran his man straight into that screen to open the lane up for the hoop.
Pass to Ryan. Verjao with a screen on Lynn. Back to Verjao. And he comes off the screen and slams it through.
Boy, that's some physical basketball out there. I'm glad I'm not in the middle of that. A hard pick and an assault on the bucket.
Old school stuff there.
Yeah, there was a lot to like on that play.
Rockets have gotten a little under 50% of their second quarter shots to find the mark. 4 of 9 all total. Harden kicks to Asher. Verjao grabs the board. Cavaliers leading. This, of course, their first opportunity to play Houston this season.
It's their only look at this team all season for these fans, Kevin, with the interconference matchup that we have.
He is an automatic finisher when he gets into that area.
You know, he picks the simple one-handed stuff to get the 2 points.
So those could be an important 2 points, too, guys, in a close game like this one.
Houston's gone 2 for 5 from three-point land since the end of the first. Lynn the pass to Cannon. Back to Lynn. Howard setting the pick for Lynn. The 3 from Harden. That's good. Harden's got 8 points.
We're talking about these interconference matchups. You just don't see these teams all that much. You're not familiar with the rosters as much, and they only get together, Steve was saying, Clark, just twice a year.
And being the first meeting of that 2-game series you just talked about, the pressure is usually more on the home team to get the job done and not set yourself up to get swept when you visit their place later on.
And let's go to a rundown of the best point guards from the free throw line over the course of the last month. Here is your 2K leaderboard. 4th, Kyrie Irving.
They are as reliable at the free throw line as you're going to find in this league. And that's something we've come to expect from the point guard position.
Yeah, that is typically where we find a lot of the top foul shooters in the league, quite honestly. But that doesn't mean we should take these guys for granted now. I mean, they put in an enormous amount of work to get to that level.
Now, here is Irving. Andrew Bynum unable to get his shot to go. And out of bounds as the Rockets gain possession.
A chance here, Kevin, to see where the Cavaliers currently rank in the NBA. Tops in scoring. First in assists. And they're also #1 getting into the passing lanes and coming up with steals. An aggressive team that ball hawks very effectively.
And the points that they're scoring per game that you talked about, it was really a result of great offensive execution. This is a club that works well together. They get great looks, and they'll also score in transition. You know, they haven't been able to open up a big lead, but the rebounds are starting to add up for them. They may be able to pull away a little bit.
Yeah, they've been doing the dirty work inside, Steve, playing a very tough brand of basketball.
Now, here is Irving. He has 5. Pass to Bynum. Working on Howard. Cleveland moving it around. Rejected by Cannon. Here's Lynn. And a foul called on the shot. Got him on the way up that time, so he'll shoot 2 right here.
Well, the Rockets front office very influenced by advanced stats or sabermetrics, if you will. They revealed one thing that they think the league undervalues, and that's attack guards. Ones who put pressure on the defense off the dribble. That's one more reason they pursued the slashing Jeremy Lin so strongly.
Bennett's checked in for Anderson Verjao. Both free throws good from Lin. Back to Jeremy Lin, a great penetrator, very active, gets to the line. He's about as surprising a guy, Steve, as I can recall getting in the league and having putting a thumbprint on things.
Well, much more athletic than people give him credit for. Very explosive. He can get into the paint and a really quick first step.
Rockets leading by 3. Parsons right side with his first shot attempt, and he gets that one to go off the front line.
Great last-second decision to pull that shot back and make the feed instead.
Carlson, who's checked in for Alonzo G. Rejected by Parsons. 3-on-3. Harden kicks to Cannon, and it's blocked by Ryan. Parsons Cannot hit. Excellent D there from Bennett.
That's really too easy a chance to miss, guys. He needs to be more aggressive and focused on his finishes.
Irving defended by Cannon. Irving double team. Passes it to Ryan. That's going to be over and back. Not watching for the line that time. Now look at the Cavaliers' upcoming schedule. They can look forward to the American Airlines Center after this game. They'll match up against Dallas. That'll be the last game of their very short 3-game road tour.
Yeah, and you know the fans out in L.A. really hoping for a win in that one.
Here's Cannon. He's got 5. It's Harden with the drive. The Cavaliers pull it in.
Rebounds are split just about down the middle in this game, Clark.
I venture to guess whichever team is able to maintain that energy level on the glass will have the upper hand the rest of the way.
High post Howard. And stolen by Bennett. Here's Karasov. Throws down the breakaway jam.
Textbook example there of how to use defense to create offense.
Yeah, beautiful transition play after the steal all the way to the basket.
Wasted no time going from defense to offense.
Yeah, it feels like they're starting to pick up the intensity as the game itself starts to get a little more tight and close.
He's making it look easy scoring out there because he's much more efficient here in the second.
And there's the pass to Ryan. And there's the call by the official. They'll count the basket here following the goaltending call.
He didn't get to that one quite in time, Kevin. Those can be tough to gauge sometimes.
And that call gets an instant reaction from the fans.
Well, that's a whistle that did not go over very well. Hitting your free throws is a good way to get back into it. It stops the clock and extends the game. I mean, you want to take advantage of that situation. And they're shooting much better from the line here in the second quarter. So far, they haven't missed one.
Brooks kicks to Jones. A jump hook, and the basket good. Jones has got his second bucket of the night. The Cavaliers trail by 5. He kicks it to Bennett. He passes to Waiters. Waiters off a pitch from Bennett. He dishes it to Waiters. Pass to Karasov. Ball's knocked loose. 6 on the shot clock. Nice D from Garcia. Rockets leading by 5. Brooks with it. And it's Waiters picking him up. All alone. And again, the Rockets good for 2. Cavaliers have gone 7 of 15 from the field here in the second quarter. Just under 50% shooting. Pass to Karasov. This is to Bennett. Gets to the rim for 2 with the D all over him.
Well, their plan of attack has been pretty clear to see. You get the ball inside and just take it strong to the hoop. Be dominant in the lane.
Well, the defense has been very slow to adjust. I mean, that's 10 straight points now inside.
Now here's Brooks. He had a 15-point outing in their last game against Dallas.
Yeah, he picked his spots in that game too, Kevin, because I thought he not only did a nice job scoring, but setting up his teammates as well.
The number of points they've scored in the paint already today is pretty eye-opening, Steve.
No, it's off the charts. It really is. And defensively, I mean, they have to start shutting down some of those lanes to the hoop.
Here's Brooks, averaging 18 points a game. Inside. Here's Harden. So the whistle blows on the shot and 2 free throws for the contact right there.
You look at Harden's career, and he's a gifted scorer at Arizona State, but with a slow start in his rookie season, and playing with 2 of the best players in the league in Oklahoma City, people seem to forget that he's always been a player who can light it up.
And James Harden, the first ever draft pick by the Oklahoma City Thunder after the move from Seattle, certainly. To see him go so soon in his NBA career as he was reaching stardom had to be tough for fans, and we know, Clark, certainly for his team.
I agree wholeheartedly there, Kevin. And think of all the fans who wore fake beards on their faces, even buildings in OKC with beards adorning them. So Harden wasn't just a great player. His image was almost a mascot for the team as well.
Well, look at Steve, Clark. He's got the fake Harden beard on right now next to us. I mean, geez.
Beard the beard.
And here's Brooks following the 3 moments ago from Ryan. Another miss by Houston. It's good. This game is all even. Jay's got 25 points.
He is setting this place on fire, fellas. His shooting has been off the charts.
Crispy dishes to Garcia. Brooks. Here's the screen. Sinks the triple. Brooks has got 6.
They've done a really good job of knocking down their long-distance shots here in the second quarter. And they're shooting just above 40% from downtown. That's outstanding.
Now here's Waiters. He's got 6. Passes to Ryan. And it's out of bounds. The Cavaliers able to retain possession here. The Rockets making a switch here. Beverly's checked in. Ryan, the pass to Bennett. Stolen by Brooks. Here's Beverly. Defended by Waiters. Feeds to Bennett. Goes up and lays it nice and easy. Bennett's got 4 this quarter.
Excellent work offensively to get that shot attempt into a can't-miss area.
Second quarter ends in a tight one. The Rockets on top, up by 1. And coming up after the break, it'll be Damon Bruce breaking down all the highlights from the first half of play.
And now, brought to you by Sprint.
The weekend is in full swing on a Saturday night. Glad to have you along with us. A close game for the Rockets in Houston up against Cleveland. Sitting in 7th place right now, a little too close to the bubble for their liking. For Dwight Howard, another great outing in progress. He's coming in fresh off the win against Dallas. The bucket looks about 5 feet wide for him. He hasn't missed 1 shot. Can you believe it? On the other hand, Cleveland also been giving it their best. They've been having their way inside. A huge lead when it comes to points in the paint, making it very hard to defend against them. Jay, absolutely dominating. What he's been able to do from the field has been nothing short of spectacular. Only a select few players in the league can shoot the ball like that. Now let's head back out to the start of the second half. Kevin Harlan, Steve Kerr, Clark Kellogg, and Doris Burke, take it away.
The Sprint Halftime Report, presented by Sprint.
And it's been a back-and-forth game so far with no ground given through the first half. Third quarter starting here now.
What a game we've seen here for Jay. 25 points. He's given them a lot of points from the free throw line.
Yeah, Clark, what a fantastic job he's done of fighting his way to the line, getting fouls, working for those extra easy points for his club.
And now let's check out the lineups courtesy of Gatorade, all fueled up and ready to go for the second half of basketball. So on the floor for Houston. On either wing, Harden and Parsons. It's Ashik paired up in the front court with Howard. And it's Brooks in at point guard. And so here's Cleveland after the miss from Parsons. Here's Bynum. The basket drops and he gets fouled on the shot. 1 free throw coming his way.
They are not rotating nearly quickly enough on defense down low. Got to get quicker there.
And even if it costs them some foul trouble, I mean, they need to start putting some bodies on bodies. Be physical. Anthony Bennett, 6'8", 240 out of UNLV. Incredibly explosive and athletic. A multifaceted scorer. Shot 38% from long range with the Runnin' Rebels in his 1 season in college. But also an excellent finisher in the paint.
And yes, sir, that one drops.
Tell you what, he takes a lot of punishment inside. When Howard gets the ball in deep, defenses are looking to foul him hard because of his difficulties at the free throw line.
And he's a devastating finisher when you let him power it up to throw it down. He's a former dunk contest champ, Steve, so you give him a chance to do that, he'll make you part of his highlight reel.
And for Bennett Clark, he's a guy teams could slot in at either the small forward or I guess even the power forward position.
Well, you consider the wingspan, 7'1", allows him to play bigger than his height will suggest. And I've always said it's not how tall you are, it's how big do you play.
Right.
And his skill set allows him to play on the perimeter, too.
Here's Irving. Aaron Brooks picking up that last basket. Irving with the ball. Guarded now by Aaron Brooks. Ryan, the pass to Miles. Stolen by Brooks. And here's Harden. He's got 10. Out to Brooks. Parsons outside. He feeds it to Harden. Howard setting the pick for Harden. And that one's good. Harden's got 12. Clark and Steve, either side has relented a bit in this back-and-forth affair.
Well, 8 lead changes, Kevin, so far as the teams are battling it out here in the third.
It's all building towards what could be a great finish. This will be fun to watch.
Now here's Bynum, averaging 13 points a contest.
Guys, they've had a solid start to the second half offensively. Gotten good looks, and they've made 3 out of 4 of them.
Irving against Brooks. Ripped away. An even 3-on-3 break. Here's Ryan, and he draws body contact. Looked like a blocking foul, and he was in the shooting motion, so he'll head to the free throw line. It goes on Chandler Parsons. And he makes the first. So after making the first, he goes 1 for 2.
Even with that miss, they're shooting 75% coming out of the break. That's a strong start to the half.
And Brooks, here we go. Shoots. And it's Houston with another.
This has really become an intense ballgame since halftime.
Boy, the effort from both teams here, Steve, is terrific.
Clock keeps going. 3 minutes into the second half now. Brooks against Irving. The pass to Ryan. Now the dish to Bennett. There's the feed to Bynum. Turnaround Jay. It's rebounded by Parsons.
That was not pretty there. You got to make that one, but that's not his range.
And he's going up for the alley-oop. And slammed in by Howard.
Incredible timing on the alley-oop.
He absolutely hammered it down.
And that's the play we're going to remember when this game is all said and done.
The shot's good from Bynum. Bynum's got 7 points for the quarter.
There's been a change in this game compared to what we saw in the first half. I mean, he's scoring with a lot of confidence now.
For Houston, they've gone 5 of 7 from the field in the third quarter. Let's see if they can keep it up. Brooks kicks to Harden. It's going to be out of bounds. The Rockets will retain possession. And now let's have a look at the NBA's top snipers, shooting guards with the highest percentage from three-point territory over the last month. Well, you look at Jay, one of the best shooters in the NBA, top 5 in the league at this moment.
Well, you don't have to be a great shooter to play two-guard, but it definitely helps, and pretty much all of these guys fit into that great category.
And with any of those guys, when they get on the roll from three-point land, I mean, it can last for a while. We're talking a long time.
Clock is at 3. Brooks. Again, the miss by Brooks. Cavaliers have gone 4 of 6 from the field since the start of the third. Irving drives in. Blocked. An even 3-on-3 break. Here's Harden. It counts. And the foul. That's on Anthony Bennett. Well, guys, let's get your take on the hustle skills for the Rockets.
We've seen them make that extra effort rotating from the weak side, closing out on their airspace, really sending shots back.
You know, one other area they're doing well in is steals. I mean, they've knocked the ball loose a number of times and been able to track it down after the fact.
Dion Waiters checked in for the Cavaliers. Now, here is Irving. He has 5. Kicks it to Waiters. Hits the front of the rim and out.
Oh, that's a frustrating one there. Easy look at the hoop.
To the post. Here's Hushit. And it's Kyrie Irving with the rebound. The Cavaliers trail by 3. Down low. Throws it down as the official calls the foul. It may be a three-point play. It goes on Chandler Parsons. No challenge from the defense there, Clark. Could have put that one through any way he wanted.
And I love the choice there, partner. Going hard to the hoop for that throwdown.
Yeah, that's invisible defense leading to a very visible finish.
Catching up on the changes for Houston. Williams comes in for Chandler Parsons. And it's Jeremy Lin in for Aaron Brooks. For Houston, they've gone 6 of 10 from the field in the third quarter. Howard with a screen on Irving. Harden outside Williams. No good on the triple. Cleveland's gone to three-point range 7 times tonight, knocked down 5 of them. Ryan the pass to Bennett. Nice D from Usher.
And this is why you need size inside, the ability to contest shots and force misses.
Steve, that's exactly right. Even when you get in close, it's still a tough shot. What a pass, and then the layup is a bit of a circus move.
So smooth.
Well, you know what? He could have fouled that up going for the big slam. I thought that was a nice job just taking the layup.
Ryan the pass to Bynum. The shot is off. Good D by Howard. The Rockets have gone 7 of 12 from the floor since coming out of the break. Harden with it. Now guarded by Ryan. Harden dishes to Lynn. The 15-footer. That one a little long. Cavaliers trailing. They can look forward to the American Airlines Center after this game. They'll match up against Dallas. That'll be the 3rd game of this 3-game road trip. Irving, good. And Clark and Steve, as we approach the 4th quarter, still anyone's ball game.
Yeah, exactly right, Kevin. I mean, these teams just simply keep trading baskets, and as a result, trading the lead.
Yeah, neither side really able to create much of a cushion at all. So, which team can make a little run here? We'll see.
And here's Harden, following the three-pointer by Kyrie Irving. Kept alive. Here's Howard. Off target at the close range fadeaway. Cleveland's gone 2 of 2 from long range in the 3rd quarter so far. Pass to Ryan. Excellent D there from Williams.
Well, he won't miss many of those, especially with the defender not in the best of positions there.
Rejected by Ryan. It's out of bounds to the Rockets as Houston retains possession. Kennedy's checked in for Reggie Williams. And the Rockets with possession here. Knocks it loose. Lynn kicks to Harden. Back to Lynn. Takes a 3. That's good. Lynn's got 7 points in the game.
The defenders need to talk to each other. The communication lacking there on that three-pointer.
Well, you know, prior to last season, there were several teams that considered trading for James Harden. There was a question, though, over how much they were prepared to give up. And some question if he could be the first option on the team. That question's been answered. You know, even though he missed that one, great shooters have a way of feeling when they've got enough room to pull the trigger.
Yeah, not enough defensive coverage there to prevent him from firing that time. But I think if he's open, he's got to let that thing fly.
And Usher kicks to Keenan. He dishes it to Lynn. Pass to Howard. And there's the whistle. Fouled hard on the shot. He'll go to the line. In the season before last, Harden won 6th Man of the Year. But, guys, do you think that because Harden came off the bench in Oklahoma City that some underestimated his talent?
Well, I don't think anybody underestimated his talent. I think it was pretty apparent what he could do. But, you know, scouts have watched him ever since his Arizona State days. You can see he had star potential, and now he's getting the opportunity in Houston to fulfill that.
Chandler Parsons, he's checked in for Houston. He's off on the second.
As he's grown as a player, Andrew Bynum has become more forthcoming with his opinions, which I don't mind. One thing he said last season was that he felt his development was stifled a little bit by playing with Kobe Bryant. And you know what? He might be right.
Yes, and it's Irving picking up the assist. Irving's got assist number 5 here tonight.
He didn't have a single point in the first half. Bagel, 0 points, nada. But he's starting to get into the groove here in the second.
Harden kicks to Canaan. Back to Harden. Harden right side. Shot clock at 3. Rejected by Ryan. And they force the shot clock violation. Great D. And the Cavaliers making a change here. Cleveland's gotten 2/3 of their three-pointers to fall tonight. They're 6 of 9 overall. And going back to Andrew Bynum, certainly he's shown the capability to be a go-to scorer on the low block.
Well, he's an old-school center. I mean, you can throw him the ball on the block. He's got great footwork. He can...
What a huge play. I don't know know that this is the time for that kind of flair. In a close game, the important thing is the 2 points, not the dramatic.
Oh, come on, Clark. He had to go for it, didn't he?
I'm with you, Kevin. You can't fault him for that. I mean, just let him go. Who cares?
Lynn gets a screen from Howard. Howard setting the pick for Lynn. He kicks to Beverly. Shot clock at 6. Makes good on the step back jumper. Shaq with it. He has 5. He passes to Waiters. Off the screen. Dwight Howard pulls it in. Howard's got rebound number 11 for him here tonight. Here's Beverly. Buries it from three-point range. Beverly's got 5 points now this quarter. And not even 3/4 out of the way. So many lead changes.
One heck of a game. I mean, guys, this has been outstanding in terms of the effort that both sides have been able to put on.
Looking over there at Steve, he's enjoying every second of it.
Yeah, me too. This has been great, guys. And the fans getting their money's worth here. Both teams just play so hard out there.
No good from Jack.
When he's wide open like that, he'll rarely miss those.
Garcia goes in and blocked. 1:35 left here in the third quarter.
Just for a foul, and I'm sure he picked it up a little earlier than he would have liked.
And while we can, let's have a look at the 2K leaderboard to find out who have been the most efficient scorers in the NBA this month. Well, you look at Jay, leading the league in field goal percentage. He always gets good looks. And, of course, Dwight Howard, also someone that shoots at such a high percentage, top 5 in the league.
Well, they've both had a fantastic run of late. They found a nice rhythm and flow, and the coaching staff has noticed, and the coaches have been calling plays for these guys to take advantage of their hot shooting.
Caspi, he's checked in for Houston. Brooks comes in for Jeremy Lin. Both free throws good from Ryan. Houston's gone 2 of 5 with the three-point shot since coming out of the break. It's Brooks on the wing, defended by Ryan. Brooks gets the screen from Beverly. Caspi for 3. The rebound by Bennett. Bennett's got his 7th rebound of the game with that last one. Reverses. Count! And he'll have a chance for a 3-point play. It goes on Chandler Parsons.
They're taking so many shots down there, and they're knocking them down. Really good looks in the paint.
No doubt the offensive philosophy today. Pound that thing inside.
And the Rockets making a change here. Harden's checked in. 1:10 left to play here in the third. Brooks outside. Back to Harden. 5 to shoot. It's blocked by Ryan. And there's the shot clock violation. Couldn't get the shot off in time.
Taking a look back over the last month, Kevin, let's check out how Cleveland stacked up. First in scoring. First in assists. And they're number 1 in block shots. This is a team that doesn't allow easy shots in the lane.
And the points that they're scoring per game that you talked about is really a result of great offensive execution. And this is a club that works well together. They get great looks, and they'll also score in transition.
And the Eastern Conference has been fun to watch. A lot of focus as always this year. And as we hit the midseason surge, let's check out the standings and how they're shaping up. Taking a look at Cleveland. They've been in peak form as we've watched them play some tremendous basketball with an eye toward the postseason. And checking out Miami, right at second place.
Well, right now for the Cavaliers, of all the surprises the NBA has provided us with this season, they may be the biggest of them all.
I agree, Clark. I mean, coming out of the preseason, it would have been very difficult to make a case for them being one of the NBA's top teams, and yet here we are, and here they are.
With that reverse jam, the fans got a little extra show there.
And one definitely had something like extra.
That was one of those 3 or 4 plays that you see every night in an NBA game that just leaves you in awe.
Here's Bynum. And 2 free throws coming up as he misses that one. Drawing the whistle and a lot of contact there. That's on Dwight Howard.
Yeah, he got whacked. Shouldn't be much debate on that one.
Yeah, that was as straightforward as it gets, guys.
And the first one at the line is good. And the Rockets making a change here. So he hits 1 of 2 from the strike.
The 2-possession lead is what they were looking for there, so they can deal with that one miss.
And we've reached the end of the third. Cavaliers lead by 4. And we're coming right back. Be sure to stay with us as we get started for the fourth quarter.
Next Sunday, February 2nd, Aaron Aflalo and the Orlando Magic take on Rajon Rondo and the Boston Celtics. Live from Boston. Don't miss it.
We've got a great game on our hands as we welcome you back. The fourth quarter of action getting started. And what do you guys think so far about the offensive approach for the Cavaliers?
Fellas, it's impossible to ignore what a good job they've done at the free throw line throughout the game.
And they're also really getting out in transition and scoring some hoops in the fast break tonight.
And Cleveland looking at who they've got to start the fourth quarter. Bryant in at small forward. Bynum is out there at Bennett. Then there's Dion Waiters. And it's Jack in at the point. Bynum the pass to Waiters. Uses the glass to finish the layup. Waiters got the first basket as we get going in the fourth for the Cavs. Harden kicks to Brooks. Dishes it to Beverly. No good on the 3.
The clear look at the hoop. He doesn't miss many of those.
Jack against Harden. Here's Ryan. It's going to be a goaltending call here, so they'll count the bucket.
He almost got to that shot in time, but not quite. You can't touch the ball once it's on the way down.
A lot of noise coming from these fans. Pretty unhappy with that call.
Well, you know, we've got a lot of amateur officials in the crowd, and not one of them liked it.
And Brooks, here we go. Harden outside. That drops and it comes off an assist from Brooks. And that's 18 points for James Harden.
Seems to me that anytime the game is on the line, he's perfectly willing to be the hero, or the GOAT for that matter. And that's what it takes to be clutch in big situations. You can't be afraid to fail.
And he also is incredibly adept at running the pick and roll. He almost always makes things happen when he instigates that play. You know, the Cavs have been very mindful of remaining flexible in terms of the salary cap. And when you do this, you set yourself up to perhaps make a big splash in free agency at some point. And you know what's coming. They might have a chance to re-sign LeBron in 2014 with how their books look.
Dwight Howard, he's checked in for the Rockets. And both free throws good for Waiters. And that had been the rumor for a while. The Cavaliers looking to maybe mend some bridges and bring LeBron back in the mix when he gets free agency next year. Their books are certainly in order for it, Steve, and it might happen.
Hey, you never know. I mean, nobody expected LeBron to leave in the first place, so why not give yourself an opportunity? You are in his backyard in terms of LeBron's hometown, so I like what the Cavs have done. They've added young talent, but they've maintained flexibility just in case.
Bynum dishes to Jack. Passes it to Ryan. Back to Jack. Cleveland needs to get a shot off here. Howard with the block. Jack against Harden. And some nice passing there by Houston. Parsons passes to Brooks. Back to Parsons. Feeds it to Howard. Out of bounds. Cleveland will take possession. And this is what the schedule looks like for Houston. Next matchup, they'll be home against the Suns. That'll be the latter half of this 2-game homestand. Just under 2.5 minutes gone here in the final quarter. Now here is Jack. And the pass to Ryan. To the middle. puts up the baby hook. The shot is off. Some solid defense from Usher. Rockets trail by 4. It's Brooks on the wing. Brooks right side. Lets the free fly. Harden can't hit.
You know, he just hasn't looked right to me. A bit out of sorts, if you will. Something's off with his mechanics, at least as I look at it.
Well, great job of attacking on the break.
Yeah, it sure was. He made a beeline for the bucket as soon as they got the ball. Right away, straight to the rim.
Houston making a switch. Cavaliers checked in, and that one misses.
Well, you know, guys, the Houston fans could be forgiven for not having heard of Umir Ashik when the Rockets signed him as their starting center a season ago. He was a second-round pick out of Turkey in 08, a backup in Chicago, but he's quickly shown himself to be a key piece of this promising young core.
Houston's gotten off 4 3-pointers in the final quarter, and 2 of them have fallen. He feeds it to Brooks. That one's good from the corner. Here's Jack, and you have to give the Rockets credit for going after Ashik, a player who never averaged more than 15 minutes a game with Chicago, a restricted free agent with the Bulls, and became a very important part for the Rockets.
Well, they clearly saw something special with Ashik. He's a great rebounder and defender, uses his body, understands angles, and plays that verticality really well as a defensive center.
Over 3.5 minutes through the final quarter now. And Bynum backing in. Rockets 6. Outside Jet. Always going up with the alley-oop here. Throws down the alley-oop slam.
And the lead just grows on that ridiculous offensive sequence.
You know, Clark, that dunk alone would have been spectacular. Never mind it coming at the end of an alley-oop.
Yeah, that just added more to it.
Yeah, what a beautiful connection on that play.
Howard with a screen on Jack. Brooks kicks to Beverly. On the wing, Harden. And there's the feed to Beverly. Kept alive by Houston.
Multiple possessions have been the story of the game, and even with the big lead, this team continues to be quicker to the ball.
They are killing them with that three-point shot here in the second half.
Well, the defense fully stretched out trying to stop that shot and still not able to get it done.
Bynum is guarded by Howard. Baseline try, and again it's Cleveland.
That's really set them apart today, guys. That success from the mid-range.
Well, these are two teams that clearly you've seen the difference in offensive philosophies here.
Brooks dishes to Harden. From outside the arc, Beverly recovered it.
That's not a bang down low. His hard work gives them another possession.
Brooks, the pass to Beverly. Kicks it out to Harden. The dish to Brooks. Again, the miss by Brooks. The Cavaliers leading by 5. He lobs up the alley-oop pass. Out of bounds. Houston takes possession.
Where was he going with that pass? That's just an awful turnover.
And the Cavaliers making a change here. Irving's checked in. Now Harden. Kicks to Brooks. Brooks right side. Pass to Usher. And you can count it over the line with a chance to make it 3.
The easiest way to do it sometimes is with the bounce pass.
A free throw off from Usher. The Cavaliers have gone 5 of 8 shooting as we've come down the home stretch in this final quarter. Rockets trail by 3. A floater, and he was fouled on the way up. 2 free throws now for him. Bennett, and so he's picked up his final foul, and he will sit for the rest of this game. Earl Clark's checked in for Cleveland, and he can't get the first one.
You know, this is a common problem for them, their inability to consistently knock down their free throws.
And he's good on the second.
They'd have loved to cut it to 1 there, but they're still in decent shape if they can get a stop.
Irving against Brooks. Here's Irving. He passes it to Ryan. Bynum inside. And fouled hard that time. He'll get to the line and shoot two.
Checking out the game Andrew Bynum is having. He's got 14 points and a couple of nice steals, too.
He's just been making one play after another, from one baseline to the other, covering the whole court.
Full throttle up and down the court. He has not let up one bit.
And the Rockets making a change here. Len's checked in. And both free throws good for Bynum. Rockets trail by 4. And here is Brooks. He dishes it to Harden. Back to Brooks. Pass to Harden. A second chance effort. Howard. And the officials call over the back. A little too aggressive there.
Boy, it's been a tough go in terms of fouls for him. I mean, my goodness, he can't stay out of the way of foul.
Caspi, he's checked in for Jeremy Lin. Irving against Brooks. Pass to Ryan. They set the pick. Puts the lead pass in front of him. Out of bounds. Houston takes possession. Houston's gone beyond the arc 7 times here in the 4th and been successful 3 times. It's Harden with the drive. He kicks to Caspi. This one for 3. The Cavaliers pull it in. Clark's got 4 rebounds now tonight. Dishes it to Waiters. Back to Irving. Makes the lead pass. 4 on the shot clock. From deep 3-point range. Shot is off. And the Rockets take it the other way. Next matchup, they'll be home against the Suns. And that game is the second of 2 straight at home. In transition, here come the Cavaliers. Good. Jay's got a gut 41.
He's been working some magic out there today, guys. This lead has been largely his making.
And he goes strong with the one-handed jam.
Boy, I love it. Active hands on the steal, active feet on the fast break.
And Clark power on the dunk.
And guys, this is just too close of a game to be giving the ball up like that and then failing to get back in transition.
Brooks kicks to Caspi. That drops and it comes off an assist from Brooks. Brooks has got 6 assists in the game. The Cavaliers leading by 5. Irving kicks to Waiters. The pass to Ryan. And he knocks down the first one. And he can't hit the second. Rockets trail by 6. Harden with it. Now guarded by Ryan. It's Harden with the drive.
Looked like he rushed that one, guys. The defense was out of position. He was wide open, just couldn't take advantage.
Pass to Ryan. 3-pointer. It's rebounded by Houston. Brooks gets the screen from Ushik. Harden outside. Harden left side. And the layup is good. Harden's got 13 points in the second half.
That's just a case of 2 teammates working perfectly together. One setting the screen and the other using it to get that separation.
And let's get this update now from Doris Burke, who's across the way on the sideline.
Thanks, guys. I got a chance to hear what Mike Brown was saying to his team. He gave his guys the green light to keep firing from downtown, telling them, listen, I like the work you're doing out there. Keep finding those gaps on the perimeter. They're giving us open shots.
What a game for Waiters. He has 18 points, And he's hit 6 shots from the charity stripe, contributing to their offense.
Well, the NBA game is all about finding easy points, either layups or free throws. So those points could come in handy here today.
Terrence Jones is checked in for Dwight Howard. Good on the second free throw. Brooks with it. Harden outside for the three. Offensive rebound. And the basket by Jones.
A little extra mojo going here, a little extra pep in their step, more hustle in this second half. They're doing a much better job in terms of second chance points.
Passes to Ryan. Fires from 14. Green for 2 points. Jay's got 46 points.
And at the offensive end, he's done about as much as they could have hoped for today.
1:44 left in the fourth quarter. Brooks dishes to Harden. That drops and it comes up an assist from Brooks. Brooks has got assist number 7 for him tonight. The Cavaliers leading by 3. Outside Irvin. Waiters pass it to Irving. Irving gets a screen from Ryan. Just 5 on the clock. Stolen by Brooks. And even 3-on-3 break. Lays it up and punts it in. And it's now only a 1-point Cleveland lead.
And once he took off, it looked like the defense just had no interest in getting in his way.
That's one where you just give up the 2 points and move out.
Feeds it to Clark. He passes to Ryan. They set the pick. It is now to Clark. The shot no good. Excellent that time from Jones. That's a critical possession right here.
Boy, Kevin, you can just feel the crowd on pins and needles right now.
Brooks outside. He feeds it to Casper. Gets the three. That's good.
And that is the shot of the game. Well, he's got the guts and courage to take it and the skill to make it.
Brooks against Irving. And the pass to Ryan. Stolen by Harden. And now we decide to foul intentionally. And here are the Rockets. They're on a 14-4 run right now. And they go to the intentional foul.
Now, you can't let them pound the ball and just milk those precious seconds away.
No other option here but to foul and hope for a few misses at the line.
It's the first, and that makes it a 3-point lead. And he is unable to get the second one. For Cleveland, they've got a pretty good rhythm going offensively, shooting 8 of 15 for the quarter.
That's a big shot right there.
And that one really took the air out of this crowd.
Kevin, the silence is deafening.
The Rockets shooting 47% from the floor, getting it done. Brooks. And now an intentional foul. They need the ball back as soon as possible. He doesn't hit the first, and that was the one they really wanted. He's got one more, though. He's able to hit the second one, and that will pick him up by 2. Out of bounds. Houston takes possession.
I'll tell you what, that's just a major unforced error right there, guys. My goodness.
Here is Brooks. They foul intentionally. That's what they have to do at this point. first free throw is good, and that makes it a 3-point lead. And he hits both free throws here. So now it's a 4-point ball game.
That may be the knockout blow, guys. Those free throws seem to have put this one away. These are incredible rebounding numbers. I'm not sure if we've ever seen anything like this, Clark.
Well, that's for sure, Steve. I mean, a superhuman performance on the backboard. Well done.
And so it's a narrow victory for Houston, pulling it out for the double. Well, they don't get much more exciting than that, Clark.
They sure don't. And when it was gut check time, this team kept their composure, kept their emotions in check, and got it done.
And that'll wrap it up. For Clark Kellogg, Steve Kerr, and Dorisburg, this is Kevin Harlan, and thanks for tuning in.